This is a video of the aftermath of a strike in the al-Shati refugee camp in Gaza. According to journalists working for CNN, the attack came during intense Israeli bombing Sunday night. The IDF has not commented on the incident. United Nations officials today said 70% of people in the Gaza Strip are displaced, many living in conditions a statement called, quote, inhumane. The Secretary General said that Gaza is becoming a, quote, graveyard for children. Israel's ambassador to the UN lashed out at the comments, called for the Secretary General's resignation. Emily Callahan is a nurse, activity manager for Doctors Without Borders, MSF. She was evacuated last Wednesday and arrived back in the U.S. just over the weekend. First of all, how does it feel to be out?
A lot of people keep asking me that, and I really don't have a good answer. I obviously have a sense of relief that I'm home and I'm with my family and feel safe for the first time in 26 days. And I'm having a really hard time finding any joy in any of it because me being safe is the result of having to leave people behind.
People watching this have seen images from Gaza. They've seen the hospital images. They've seen the horror of children dead, day after day after day after day. I mean, they've seen all the images. But to actually be there and to experience it, you're experiencing all these things which a camera can never capture. So could you just talk a little bit about when you close your eyes at night, what is it you think about now?
I think the answer to that question, I'll start at KYTC, which was, we were relocated about 5 times over the course of 26 days due to security concerns. And one of the places we wound up was the Khan Yunis training center. We call it KYTC.
That's when people had evacuated to the south. So you were in the south of Gaza at that point.
Yes, when we went to below Wadi Gaza line. And by the time we left there were 35,000 internally displaced people living alongside us. There were children with just massive burns down their faces, down their necks, all over their limbs. And because the hospitals are so overwhelmed, they are being discharged immediately after. And they're being discharged to these camps with no access to running water. There's 50,000 people at that camp now in 4 toilets. They're given 2 hours of water every 12 hours.
There's 4 toilets for 50,000 people.
Yes. And that's where we were living too. And they have these fresh, open burns and wounds and partial amputations that are just walking around these conditions. And parents are bringing their children to us going, please, can you help? Please, can you help? And we have no supplies.